laundry room, I have today's Tuesday, so it was towel day. So I washed all of our towels and I am about to put them back in the bathroom. I mean, why fold them if they're not going to be folded? So I also just got done giving the lady a bath. She was in desperate need of one. And it was just nice to sit down with her and kind of comb out her hair a little bit and clean up her eye area. That always gets pretty bad. But today has been a good day so far. I've been able to get some stuff done around the house, and I've also been able to I got a few things from the grocery store and whatnot. But mainly, I have a lot of work to do today in my office, but it's like one of those things where I've been putting off a lot. It's something that I will find all the other things to do because it's the scary thing that I need to do. So if you can relate to that, please let me know in the comments below. I actually have a list of a lot of scary things that I need to get done. I mean, not scary, but you know what I mean. It's just the thing that you feel you fear the outcome of, or you're not 100% sure about. I always get that way, and I will do all the other things to avoid. This is avoidance behavior, my mom says, to avoid the one thing that I really need to do. And it would make the most difference if I would just do the thing. So for the rest of the evening, we're actually going to have a late dinner tonight, but I wanted to make a hearty meal, but it was a little late as I got started with making the pot roast. So for Sunday supper, I did make a pot roast, and it was really good. But with the meat, since not everybody just wants to sit and eat pot roast with carrots and celery, for instance, we also had the option of making tostadas. So I made some refried beans then, and put some stuff in it just to make them taste really good. Put that on the tostada, then use the shredded beef to be able to top that with lettuce, carrots, cucumbers, as well as some radishes. And then I like to put just some jalapeno Tabasco sauce on that. Anyway, it was really good. Some feta cheese. That was really good. So the kids loved it so much, which this is more along the lines of something my mother-in-law makes, but the kids loved it so much that today, which is Tuesday, I wanted to make it again today. But like I said, I got a little bit of a late start, but that's okay. So I let everyone know we're going to have a late dinner tonight, but they kind of stay up a little late anyway. It'll just be after our walk that the meat will likely be done. So we tend to like to walk around. Well, my dad likes to walk at 7 right now. So that's been the time that we've been making sure to set aside for that. And well, not all the kids. I mean, they actually rarely go with us. Sometimes they'll go. Sometimes I can bribe them to go. But for the most part, it's like me and it's myself, it's Jorge. We like to walk with my dad. So anyway, I do want to get some things done in the office. So I am dressed for the office today, which is something that I'm going to discuss later on this week. So I hope that you will come back for that video. But yeah, just making sure to get the scary things done. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to really put a dent in that. So it's been nice to get all the other things done though too. So sometimes for me, it's kind of like getting certain things out of my mind that I've had on my mind to do done. And then I can feel like, okay, now I can really concentrate on this one particular thing. But I've had enough time avoiding the job that I need to do. So I'm going to go and do that right now after I put the towels away. I feel like the day has gotten away from me, but I am back in my office. I was able to get some stuff done early this morning, thankfully. So now that I really need to buckle down and focus, I've just been going over my content calendar, which this is my planner that I use for work. I also use my life book for like main things that I do for work, but also for just like family stuff and for finances and things like that. That's what this I think is really good for too. But and then anything that I would be planning for my days, for instance. However, work related stuff I can really spread out nicely in this planner here. And I really do need a lot more space. However, like the way that this is laid out wouldn't, in all the planners that I've had over the years, something like this doesn't really work out for the way that I typically use a calendar for other things like home life stuff. So it's really important that you figure out the best way for you to use whatever planner it is, and whether it's your personal planner, your work planner, etc. So anyway, I've spent a lot of time today just kind of planning things out because I have to get really detailed about some of this stuff, especially for month, especially this month of February. So I do have my what do you call it? My magazine that I've been working on this week in particular, but it will have posted yesterday as this video is released. So um, if all goes as planned, let's just say that. But I wanted to share plates with you. This is something that I wrote about in my magazine. I was actually writing about that today. But I found these really cute, beautiful plates at Home Goods the other week. And I think I shared it earlier when I was sharing the organization video for the bathroom. I used a couple of them in my cabinet as a place to hold lipsticks and just the lip products that I have, as well as some nail polishes. And then I also have one next to my bed, so on my nightstand, and it acts kind of like a coaster. And so don't underestimate the beauty of using little bread plates or tea plates or whatever they call this size. I think that it's more of like a bread plate, just the size of it, for other things other than just food, for instance. I mean, I like to use it to corral different items on my desk, like my pens, just to have a place to put everything. And then it's not spread out on my desk here. And it just is something really beautiful to look at. So this one was in like this vintage rose design in a blush color, which was really pretty and had scalloped edges. And it's, those little pretty things, kind of like the scallops on this, those little extra details that just make those everyday things that you use really beautiful and enjoyable to look at. Same with a planner, something like this. Now, this planner is kind of inspiring me to change things up a little bit with my own planners for the next set that I'm going to publish. So I really want to start using cream paper. Please let me know in the comments below. Do you prefer cream paper or do you prefer white paper? That is something that I have learned over the past few years, that I really appreciate cream paper more than bright white. More than the bright white. I like the cream, even with my notepads. Cream paper, I'm just drawn to that. So that's something that even in my journal, cream paper. And I found I I think it was yesterday, I went to Staples and I saw that Rachel Parcell, I don't know if you remember, but I used to use her planners multiple years in a row, and it's she did a design for Blue Sky, and it was so pretty. It had peonies, and it was just the perfect shade of blushes all over it, pinks and blush, and it was just beautiful. And so she has another peony design, but it's a bit deeper of a pink and not something that, I would really want, but it was really pretty. And I liked the hardcover one, that even though it was spiral, I liked the hard paper cover that it was, but now it's just like plastic covers. So I don't really care for that one, but and not that I need another planner, but I'm just saying I was really drawn to the previous peony planner, but now, I mean, this one's still pretty, but it's just not, for me. But I will say that the interior of it was just beautiful. It was the first time I saw um, that it was cream paper that was used. And I just thought, I think that that's going to be the way that I'm going to go. I really always appreciate the cream paper. It's just not as harsh. I like the vintage feel of it too, or the vintage look. And yeah, it just feels a lot more soft and subtle, I would say. So, anyway, this was a nice little break from my work, but I do need to get back to it. So, oh, was there one other thing? I think there was one other thing I needed to share, which was, oh no, that was it. That was it. Just the planners and the plates, pretty planners. And then the meat is almost done. So my hearty dinner will be ready soon. And not too soon though, because we're still going to likely go on our walk first, and then dinner, we'll have dinner after the walk. So that should be ready around that time, which gives me a little bit more time to get some work done. And everybody's just kind of relaxing or doing their own thing at this point, which is the perfect time for me to do this. And I've avoided this task long enough today, so it's time for me to focus on that. But I just wanted to thank you for being here with me today, and I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Oh, and I know Jorge asks in his, his 2 cents section if you have any questions, but remember that if you do have any questions, I really appreciate sharing those with him. And, we can have a good laugh together, or, I mean, it could be serious things too, but we just enjoy that time together. So thank you so much for those of you who contribute to that, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.
This is Jorge's 2 cents. Take it or leave it.
No more questions in the comments, but I have a question for you. What are a few small things that make you feel cared for at home?
Good question. I would say how things are always in order. I noticed that how things are always, for example, I can see like the kitchen get all out of sorts, and just pie. It's just things could be out of sorts, and then I leave for work or for the day, and I come back, and just how everything is nice. And I don't always see the inner workings of that, but that's something that makes me feel cared for. Like I leave and I look in my closet and I notice that my work shirts are getting low. I'm down to the last pair of jeans, and I don't have to. I put my clothes out by the door, and I come home and everything's put away, and I find my drawers are all restocked. That makes me feel cared for. That everything's in order. And just to go back in time a little, when the kids were all small and I would come home from work and the kids were all clean and happy and playing, that also made me feel good, like my kids are being very well cared for, and that was important to me.
More
If you
questions?
have any more questions,
Nobody
put
has
them
any
in
more
the
questions.
comments.